What up? It's your boy, the Incredible Man, and yes, I'm back at it again. And this is Black Clover episode 109 discussion slash review, man. And dude, I'm gonna be real. You guys know I normally come in and I say, well, oh wow, it was great, it was fantastic, it was awesome. This episode was okay, if I'm being honest. Until it got better. Because I'm gonna be real, that whole Fenrir language thing was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And if I'm being 100% honest, that's something Black Clover does very, very well, is pull on your heartstrings and touch on the emotional part of siblings or anything like that in the series, because we have William and Yami. They're kind of like, like siblings, because Julius kind of took them under his wing. Then we have Asta and they're kind of foster siblings. Then we have the whole House Silver thing going on with Noel. Then we have Langris and Fenrir. Then we have Vanessa with the witches, and we have Magma and Luck. You see what I'm saying? So it's Black Clover touches on the whole sibling aspect a lot, and they always have a conflict, but they always resolve it very, very wonderful. And that is something that Black Clover does extremely well. And I'm super excited to see it every time they do it. And I give them credit for that, because we saw the resolution of the whole Langris and Fenrir thing that took place episodes back, where the whole Black Clover crew was ready to just murder Langris for hurting Fenrir. So to see them wrap that up this episode and have that kind of conclusion come, that's what made this episode good to me. Everything else was just like second guess. I mean, second to none. But that part really was just the meat of this episode to me, and that's what I really enjoyed. So this episode starts where we see Mimosa, Kirsch, and the mushroom guy, and they're in the Vermilion part of the royal palace, trying to get some of their people that's working in their palace out safely without any contact from the elves. And then while they're trying to think of a strategy to combat the other elves that's in the palace, one elf just pops up out of the blue and was like, oh, well, I'm not here to fight you guys. I'm just wanting to let you know you should give up gracefully. I mean, because I'm strong, and then there's someone that's you guys should be able to feel it. There's someone way stronger than me that's on their way here, so you guys should just give up gracefully. And then we jump into Langris being at the king, and the king calling Langris, a traitor, and telling his parents that he's a traitor and everything. And boom, whop, bam, and Langris is coming through just mollywopping people, dude. And he even scarred up his dad and everything, and he was finna kill the king. He was like finna murder the king. And then we have the chick, I can't think of her name either, that she likes Fenrir, but she chose to be with Langris because of her uncle, the king, wanted her to be with a royalty that was worth something, and they feel like Fenrir is not worth something, all because of his parents and even the king themselves. But she actually likes Fenrir. But that's a whole nother story. So then, and she tries to stop Langris as well, and that goes nowhere. And Langris is going to kill her too. And then my boy Fenrir shows up. It comes in like a hero, and Yami's like, "Stop acting like a hero, okay? You're not." He was like, "No." So he sends his father, and I'm thinking that's his stepmother. That's not his mother, if I'm not mistaken. That's Langris's mother. And he sends them and the girl away to safety, and he tries to send the king, and Langris isn't having it because I'm not done with you yet. So then we get into a full-fledged fight between Langris, Fenrir, and Jack. And I'm gonna be real. You guys know in my last video I just mentioned that Nozzle is in my top 5. But I think I'm definitely I may have to include it to like a top 10, because now this episode really solidified Jack in my eyes. I'm just being real. First of all, Jack gets slept on a lot, but Jack really stepped up and showed his mantle this episode. Dude, Jack was boss. We learned that the more he really wants to cut. First of all, Jack's magic is it's weird, but it's so cool at the same time, because we learned the more that he wants to cut something, the stronger his magic gets, and his magic realizes that, and it adapts to whatever he's trying to cut magic properties wise, and he can cut it. This man is cutting spatial magic. How strong and OP is that? So this dude can literally cut, he can cut fire, water, air, rock, anything he wants to cut. Like if he just seriously really wants to cut it, he can cut it. Dude, that is boss status coming from Jack. So I'm definitely going to have to do, I may do a top 10 on my channel and give you guys a top 10 recommendation of my top 10 favorite characters from Black Clover. Hint, hint, there's going to be a lot of Black Bulls in that list. Just be forewarned. But, yeah, man, dude, it's Jack, you have to give Jack his credit. Jack was boss this episode. So then him and Yami teamed up and they both started cutting, spatial magic and they cut off Langris's defenses, and they were going in for the attack to like knock him out, not kill him or anything. And he kind of just got super agitated, and it messed everything up. And he sent Jack and Yami out of the whole little space in the palace where they were, and it was just him and Langris going back, him and Finral going back and forth. And Finral let his guard down to be attacked again, and like it ate up like half, like both of his sides, and let his guard down to be attacked again, only to release his magic to bring back Yami and Jack to attack Langris, and then Langris just went into like berserk mode, and then he started just destroying the whole palace, and that's when Finral released his magic and behind him, and then we get to one of the most emotional parts that I enjoyed in the manga, and seeing it animated, they done it a little justice as well. They went to a straight like white and black animation type style screen of Finral reaching out for his brother and punching him, and when he connected, it was black and white. Finral was black and white like it was drawn in the sketch, and then when he punched Langris, it was in black and white like the sketch. And then we have that wonderful connection moment of him saying, I'm sorry for not realizing that, there was a lot of pressure and everything on you, and me being the big brother not being there to help you. And he reached his hand out, Langris grabbed his hand, and they came out and they were both passed out. It was so fantastic, man. And then we jump into Yami saying that there has to be a reason why the elves are coming to the castle and continuing to attack, because there's no way that they're just going to attack us and kill all the humans and then that's it. No, that's not their end game. Then we see Patry on his way to the floating rock, and we come in contact with Gauche's elf. I can't remember his name. Dolt or something like that. Anyway, we see Gauche's elf talking to Raya and Patry and they're talking about, them being reunited and everything. And Patry lays out the plan of what they really want, which is Yuno's magic stone, which is the last magic stone that they need. And then they want to use that to sacrifice the city and everything to take all of the anger out of their body. And us manga readers, we know that that goes a lot deeper, but I'm not going to go into that because that's not fair for the anime only watchers. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all that happened this episode. It was a good episode. Like I said, it was okay until it got better and great to me, and that is with the whole Langris and Finral resolution that we finally had, and I really enjoyed it, man. This is your boy Dick Incredible. Don't forget to smash the like button till you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember, the anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out.